She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Hi girl, welcome back to another health and fitness video. If you're new here, my name is Mayumi, and just like you, I'm in the journey towards getting it together. So if you're interested in videos about self-improvement, including joining me in my weight loss journey, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell right beside it so you're updated every time there's a new upload like this one. First off, I want to congratulate you. Congratulations girl for watching this video. That means that you want to prioritize your health for the next year. I'm very proud of you and I'm so happy that we get to do this together. So congratulations, congratulations. This is the best gift you can ever give to yourself. Step one is to realize that you want to prioritize yourself and your health. So congratulations, girl. You deserve a pat in your back. You deserve a pat in your back. And I'm so glad that our entire community is so accepting and happy and supportive. I love you all. I love you all. Congratulations to you. Thank you for watching this video, because this video means that you are recognizing your need to prioritize your health for next year. Good job. Good job. Well done. Oh, by the way, I forgot to share that I'm trying so hard to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So please, 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 please help your girl out by subscribing down below. For today's video, we are not outdoors, but I am still in my sportswear flaunting my sexy body, because you know what they say, if we have it, flaunt it. I just want to have a casual and intimate chat with you girls, you know, heart-to-heart talk about what our plans are for the next year, because it's about time that we have this discussion again. And the holidays are coming, and I'm curious, what do you guys have planned for this season? Has anything changed? Are you just having an intimate dinner, or are you not gonna celebrate at all? Please comment down below, and please include which country are you from. Today's topic is New Year's resolutions. I have some ideas to share with you girls, and I just want to get that out of the way. A lot of people say that New Year resolutions are overrated, which I totally disagree with, because I feel like it's a good time to reset and restart and plan ahead. You know, some of us like to have these deadlines and schedules where we have this switch on of getting our lives together, and the new year is the perfect excuse, reason, motivation for that. So here we have it. I have a long list ahead and I'll share it all with you. Let's start. Hey there! Yeah, we're back! Before I go into specifics, I just want to have some pointers and tips of what works for me whenever I'm setting my goals for the year. The first step that I have is the OG of goal setting, which is to have SMART goals. S stands for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for result-driven, and T for time-bound. I won't go much into detail about that. If that term is new to you, maybe you can just look it up. It is a very effective way of sticking to your goals. The next step that I have is to keep it simple. Do not overcomplicate your goals. It could be as simple as drink a glass full of water when I wake up. Goals like that are easy to achieve, they are attainable, and you can be more consistent in a longer period of time. I have a long list of ideas in here. You can just choose what would work for you. Stick to 1 to 2 goals for the entire year instead, and just keep it simple. Another thing that you have to keep in mind when you're listening through the ideas is the frequency that you can commit to. It could be something that you can do every day. You can do once a week. You can do your frequency as the weekends versus the weekdays. Maybe you can do it once a month or quarterly even. Now let's get right into it. The first idea that I have in here that you can adapt is to eat fruits daily. I already shared this with my previous video, the 7-day weight loss video that I had. Me and my husband made a commitment to eat fruits daily. If I do not, I make sure that I make up for it the next day. Fruits are extremely important for you. I know you are aware of this. Everyone says so. The doctors, our teachers, and I'm sure your soul tells you that fruits are good for you. So, just an idea, maybe you can commit to eating fruits daily by next year. The next New Year resolution idea is to measure your water intake or hydration. This is extremely important and something that we can easily ignore, especially for all of you who are living in cooler climates. I live in Singapore, so it's extremely hot in here, so it's impossible for you to forget to drink more water. I drink a lot of water. I am blessed to have been given that craving for water, that love of water, so I'm always well hydrated. You know what? I look like I'm not wearing any. I look like I was not wearing any shorts, so let me just pull that down a bit. Fun fact, the moment that we are having headaches, that is a sign that you are probably dehydrated. I personally do not like taking a lot of medicine, so I drink a lot of water, and just probably 10 minutes or so, once I'm hydrated, I'd feel better. So keep that in mind next time you have a headache. Just make sure you are well hydrated. The next idea is to stick to a health challenge. It could be for 7 days, 14 days, or 30 days. You know that I am a fan of challenges. It works for me because it is specific and it is time bound. This year I did 2 Chloe Ting challenges. I did a jump rope challenge, I did a vegan challenge, and I did a 30-day detox challenge. Which brings me to, hold on. I have my Teami right here. They were kind enough to send me 2 teas, the Teami Skinny and Teami Colin, and I definitely recommend it, especially for the upcoming holidays where I can already foresee that I'm gonna be eating a lot. These will definitely help flush it all out. I love how fragrant it is. I feel light whenever I'm taking them, and it's really easy to add in on my hectic schedule whenever I'm working or working out. So I definitely recommend it. If you're interested, I have a discount code for you girls. There's a 15% discount and a 20% discount, Mayumi 15 and Mayumi 20, and they have special discounts for the holidays. Everything will be linked down below, and that's probably one thing that you can also include in your New Year's resolution for next year. I honestly just love using Teami as a jump start for all of the programs that I'm partaking in, you know, when you're just easing your way in, and I hope you give it a try too. Next resolution. Wait, I'm so talkative, I need to drink. You know, I love drinking so much that I am quite honestly amazed by people who don't drink much. Please comment down below if you're one of those people who has to actually note or be reminded to drink, because I'm definitely not one of those people. But let me know if you're one of those in the comment section down below. By the way, I'm sure this list would be a bit overwhelming for some of you girls, so I will list it all down and link it down below so you can download it. Maybe you can print it, and maybe you can internalize and sleep on it so you can decide on something that you can actually commit to. Try to reflect whether a certain idea on this list would be suitable for you and your lifestyle, because every one of us are going through different things. We have different schedules, we have different routines. The next thing on my list is cut down on refined food like white sugar, white bread, white pasta, white rice, everything white or everything that is refined, because there's almost zero nutritional value on those. You know what? I have a lot of side comments. Maybe it's better for me to just run through the list together with you girls. Next up is to take the stairs instead of the lift or elevator. Next up is to completely say no to processed food, including canned food and processed meat. Wait a minute. Maybe baby steps. Maybe you can make sure that there are 2 days in a week that you do not consume any of this processed food. You can start small. Next idea is something that I also want to try myself, is to say no to caffeine, coffee, tea, soda, everything that has caffeine in it. I enjoy my coffee, I have to be honest. Maybe one day I'll try that challenge as well, but for now I definitely love my coffee. I don't consume it every day, but it's definitely addicting, and the moment that I know that I have a busy day, I'll definitely have my coffee. Shout out to every coffee lovers in there. Next, we have to drink apple cider and lemon every morning. I used to do this too, and I wish I can really just be back on that routine. Next resolution is a good one, but quite tough for most of us. It is to replace unhealthy snacks like chips and candies with fruits and nuts. Nuts. Maybe you can start by stopping yourself from buying too much snacks in the groceries and replacing them slowly with nuts and fruits. Another one that I'm really guilty of is to eat more home-cooked meals. Next one is to go vegetarian or vegan, but I have a better idea. Maybe you can do no meat Mondays instead. I think that's a lot more attainable, right? Next, another guilty pleasure of mine is to say no to fried food. I'm from the Philippines and I love my fried food. Anything that you dip in oil, I will eat it. That joke. but I'm starting to cut down on it because I'm watching my blood cholesterol levels, and that is one of my 5 major goals for next year. It is to normalize my lipid profile. That's definitely one thing that I'm committing to next year. I want to normalize my blood cholesterol levels. I actually tested my blood for the vegan challenge that I did. I will be posting that video probably in 2 weeks or so. So definitely stay tuned for that. I had my body composition analysis and my blood cholesterol levels as well. So all of my health results will be showed in that video. If you're curious, or if you are also considering going through the vegan or vegetarian route, it might be helpful for you. So definitely subscribe and the notification bell. Next is to drink only water, no soda, no juice. Another resolution is to eat oatmeal for breakfast daily. Next is to say no to alcohol and smoking if you have those vices. I know it's gonna be tough. Not everyone would probably commit to that immediately. Just do baby steps. Do not do cold turkey. Maybe you can start by staying away from people who drink more or influences you to smoke more. Because I know alcohol and smoking is a social thing for most of us. I'm not sure if you guys still socialize now that there's a pandemic though, but if in case that you still are within that social influence, maybe you can refrain from seeing them just until you are strong enough to say no to those vices. Or maybe you can just postpone that as a New Year's resolution if you are not yet ready, because end of the day, you want to commit to a resolution that you know that is attainable. There's no point being too hard on yourself as well, and again overcommitting. So just take it one step at a time. Speaking of steps, next would be walking 10,000 steps a day, or walking 1,000 steps a day, or just merely walking. Especially for everyone who has been working at home, maybe you can start by just doing more rounds in your kitchen than usual. Maybe that would be a start. Oh, I love this next one. Doing a guided stretch in the morning. I love the yoga stretch by Yoga with Adriene. I'll link it down below. Maybe you can give it a try. Feels like I'm hugging my own body and my own spine. Next is only eating white meat. No red meat, meaning no pork or beef. The next one is my favorite, and if there's one thing that I recommend most, this would be the one. It is to get your lab tests done at the start of the year and by the end of the year. This New Year's resolution is just 2 days. 1 day at the start of the year and 1 day towards the end of the year. Just get your annual checkup done. Next would be staying away from a specific group of food like pastries or gluten. Sometimes it's good to push ourselves to the limit, something that we extremely love. Like I love fried food, you can stay away from that. Or maybe you have a sweet tooth. Maybe you don't have to restrict yourself from eating all the cake in the world. Maybe you can start by just having a specific, if it's a cupcake, I won't eat it. Start small. Next on my list is something that is extremely famous nowadays. It is to do the intermittent fasting. Maybe you can do 16-hour fasting and an 8 hours eating period. It will be up to you and something that you can slowly ease yourself in. Next one, something important, and again something that we ignore all the time, is to have 8 hours of sleep. How is it connected to weight loss? There is science behind that. Just look it up. I won't pretend like I'm a professional, but I truly know that I eat more when I lack sleep, and my stress level also heighten up. Just some of the things that I personally observe with myself, and these things definitely contribute to my weight gain too. Again, everything will be linked down below in case you missed out on some of the suggestions, and maybe I can add in some suggestions that I forgot to enlist today too. Next, we have training for a specific strength or cardio activity. Like for me, this year, I'm training for a 10-kilometer run. That is a personal milestone that I'm doing right now, and I'm doing that for 4 weeks. Maybe you can do something similar as well. Next would be to lessen your sodium intake, your oil, or make sure that you do not consume anything with MSG. And the last on my list is to make it a habit to read the ingredients and the nutritional label and not just the calories of everything that you consume. Alright, that is it for today, girl. Thank you very much for supporting me and joining me in this journey this 2020. I wish you all the best health and happiness for the next year. I hope to see you on my Patreon page, Mayumi TV, and my website, www.hellomayumi.com. I'll see you on my next one. Bye, girl!
Once you get to meet her, you see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Amy was kind of... I just couldn't finish this thing. Oh my gosh.
It's fever. Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.